Hi, my name is Susan and welcome to my channel. So guys, in today's video, I'm here to talk to you about how to become a self-taught fashion designer. Okay, what do I mean? Becoming a fashion designer even without going to fashion school. Okay, listen to this. If your dream is to become a fashion designer, you should never let the fact that you didn't go to fashion school keep you from becoming a fashion designer. You need to understand that. Never let the fact that you didn't go to fashion school for whatever reason. Maybe you couldn't afford it, maybe you don't have the time, but don't let that stop you from becoming a fashion designer. It is highly doable. All right, you have a creative mind. Okay, most of the time you find yourself designing beautiful fashion sketches, beautiful a design of maybe very nice slim fit shirt, slim fit jean, for those of us who like designing menswear. But yeah, you find that you have this gift. You're always drawing these beautiful sketches with amazing designs, and these sketches will be so precious to you. You will keep them in a book somewhere, in a box somewhere, and then every once in a while you will open your box or you will open your book and you look at your sketches and you're like, wow, these are so amazing, but I wonder what it will look like if I brought this to life. What would it feel like? How would the designs look? How would they look on a real person? This is my dream, to become a fashion designer, but unfortunately I cannot go to school, so I may never have a chance to bring them to life because I can't afford fashion school. Well, I came here to tell you that there's a solution to that, and there's a way. Okay, not everyone can afford to go to fashion school. I keep saying that, but there's always a way that you can actually teach yourself, become self-taught to be a fashion designer. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some simple steps of how I started and how you can also start even without going to fashion school. Okay, don't let the fact that you didn't go to fashion school stop you from becoming the designer that you were born to be. So yeah, so let's put an end to this. Drawing beautiful sketches, keeping them in a book, wondering when will I bring this to life, and actually get started. Let's get started with what we have. Don't wait for a perfect situation before you can get started. Oh, I'll wait until I go to fashion school, or I'll wait until I have the time. Just get started with what you have. Okay, and I have seen this. It is highly doable. There's so many successful stories on YouTube, everywhere. If you look around, you'll find so many successful stories of people who are self-taught. So that's what the whole video is going to be about, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So how do we do this? Step one, I'm going to talk about what fashion basically consists of, in my opinion. Fashion has so many areas we can talk about, but I feel what's most crucial for anybody to start fashion designing is at least to know the construction. We could always talk about marketing in some other video, but today let's start with the construction bit. And I feel, in my opinion, there are just 6 aspects. And the first one that I want to talk about is designing. Okay, the designing aspect itself. This is where you draw sketches. Okay, we've all done that. We've all started that way. For me, I started by drawing cartoons when I was younger. And then as I grew older, I got to realize, wow, I'm not exactly interested in the cartoon, but I'm interested in what it's wearing. So that's how it all began. So the designing process basically has sketching, okay? And in this process, when a design has just chopped up in your mind, the first thing that you need to do is always grab a pen and a paper, or a pencil and a paper, whatever it is that you can grab, and draw the design fresh from your mind. Never say, oh, I'll draw it later, or I will do it some other time. Trust me, you will forget a few details, okay? It's always good when you get an idea and draw it on a paper fresh out of your mind, as vivid as you see it. Yeah, so that's the first aspect, okay? It's the designing, it's the sketching. So basically that's what designing involves. Getting a design in your mind, drawing it immediately, fresh, as vividly as you see it. And then you can keep it somewhere. Make sure you don't lose it. Okay, that sucks if you lose what you have designed. And the second aspect that I consider is actually pattern making. Okay, so pattern making. What is pattern making, or what are patterns basically? Patterns are like of an outfit. Okay, what does a pattern consist of? A pattern consists of, let's say I'm going to design a shirt. Okay, my pattern will consist of the collar, the sleeves, the yoke at the back, the bodice. This area is called the bodice. Okay, it will also consist of cuffs, all right, plackets, things like that. So you will need to have a basic pattern, okay, on which or from which you are going to make the clothes. So that's aspect number 2. All right, you always need to have a pattern from which you are going to make your clothes. If I want to make a shirt, I will make a shirt pattern. If I want to make a dress, I will have to create a dress pattern. If I want to make shorts or anything, I will have to make a pattern for these outfits. Okay, so the third aspect is transferring your design details into the pattern. Okay, remember, the first is actually designing, when you get a cool idea and draw it on a piece of paper, like a sketch of a beautiful design. Okay, and the second one is actually drawing a basic pattern, which involves hands, sleeves, bodice, okay, center front, things like that. That is a basic pattern, okay, from which you are going to make the outfit. And then the third aspect is transferring your design details onto or into that pattern, okay? Because if we're to make a basic pattern, it's just a basic outfit, just hands, sleeves, collars, and that's it. No design detail. But if we're going to put something like a zipper, you have to put all these details into the pattern. Maybe I want some cool leather patchwork on my slim fit shirt. I will add that detail into the pattern. Okay, if I want a nice zipper somewhere, I will put that detail into the pattern. If I want to add lace somewhere to my shirt, I will put that detail into the pattern. So that is what I mean by transferring a design. Whatever you've designed, whatever idea you want to portray, you put those ideas into the basic pattern. Okay, and the fourth aspect is transferring a pattern, okay, onto a piece of cloth. Okay, in case I forgot to mention, normally a pattern is drawn or constructed on a piece of paper. Okay, remember we said a pattern consists of sleeves, collars, cuffs, depending on whatever you are designing. Okay, the bodice, the front, the back. Okay, this is a pattern and it's always constructed on a manila paper. Okay, what normally happens in this step is that you will get that pattern, okay, and then you will transfer it onto a piece of cloth, whatever cloth you desire. For example, I'm designing a cool jean jacket. what I'll do is get the pattern for the jean jacket and transfer my pattern onto denim material. Okay, I hope that makes sense, but we will see this later in my videos. I put a link below if you want to see how I transfer the patterns onto a material. So basically step 4 involves getting the pattern, okay, on a piece of paper, all right, and then transferring those patterns onto a material. And basically what people do is that they trace out this pattern, okay, and then the 5th step after tracing the pattern onto the material is cutting out that pattern that you have transferred onto a material, like I said, whatever material you desire. And finally, the 6th step is sewing. All right, sewing. So in my opinion, those are the 6 aspects involved in designing or construction, so to speak. So the first one is designing, all right, where you draw your sketches. And the second one is making a basic pattern for the outfit. Okay, remember we said you just can't cut an outfit out of thin air. You have to plan for it, and that involves pattern making. And the third is actually putting our design details into the pattern. Okay, and the 4th is transferring the pattern onto a piece of cloth, and the 5th is cutting it out, and the 6th is doing the stitching. So where does fashion school come into play? I'm not saying fashion school is not important, but it shouldn't stop you. But where does it come into play? Most people go to fashion school to study pattern making. There are 2 steps basically. You could make a pattern through drafting a pattern drafting, or you could also do pattern draping. And this is a technique that is taught in fashion school. So most people are blocked by this step. I have my designs, but because I don't know how to make a pattern, I will not be able to bring my designs into life. But you shouldn't let this stop you from designing or becoming a designer. There is a simple way that I'm going to share with you to show you how you can actually get a pattern without necessarily going to fashion school. Like I say, maybe you can't afford it, or you don't have the time or the patience to study. But yeah, fashion school normally comes in when people want to learn how to make patterns so that they can go ahead and construct an outfit. So my favorite solution is going online and buying an outfit. Okay, go online, buy an outfit, take it out piece by piece, okay, and then get the pattern. What do I mean? Maybe in my collection of designed pieces, maybe I have designed a slim fit shirt, okay, but I don't have a pattern to make this slim fit shirt. What I will do, I will go online, okay, and buy a shirt, something pocket friendly, okay, but I have to make sure it is a slim fit shirt because my design is a slim fit. I've designed a very cool slim fit shirt, but I don't have a pattern. So what I'll do, I'll go online and buy me a slim fit shirt. But I won't buy just any slim fit shirt. No. You have to find a shirt with good reviews, okay? What do I mean? Okay, how is the fitting? Okay, what are customers saying about this shirt in their reviews? Does it have a good fitting? All right, does it look great when they wear it? These are some of the things that I'm going to be looking for in the reviews. So what I'll do is buy me that slim fit shirt, and then I will get it over here, all right? Take it out piece by piece. What do I mean? Get a seam ripper. take out the collar, take out the sleeves, take out the bodice. Get these pieces, okay, and put them on a piece of manila paper. Trace them out, all right, and get the pattern. That is what I would do, okay? Get an outfit online with good reviews or in a shop somewhere, all right? Take it out piece by piece, put them on a piece of paper, trace them out and cut, and you will have yourself a pattern. Now there's nothing stopping you from designing your outfit. Of course, we're not talking about going and copying other people's designs. I'm just saying get the basic pattern. Buy yourself a simple, flat, slim fit shirt. Get the basic pattern, and then you can put in your design details into the pattern. So that is how I would get a pattern. I've also put a link in the description below where I make a video that shows me actually doing that, getting an outfit and taking it out piece by piece. I've done that with a jean trouser. I've done that with a slim fit shirt. You can get some ideas from that. So yeah, so you shouldn't let that stop you from starting your design process. If you follow my tips, you'll be well on your way to becoming a self-taught fashion designer. For example, in my other stash of sketches, maybe I've designed a bomber jacket. What will I do? I will do the same thing. I will go online, get myself a pocket-friendly bomber jacket, take it out piece by piece, okay, and get the pattern. But initially, we can also study how this outfit was constructed. Initially, we could take it out piece by piece, observe it, study it, see why the original designer or tailor decided to make it the way that they did, and then try to put it back together. Okay, if you do that several times, I'm sure you can get the hang of it. So when you are done studying it, okay, and you're now comfortable with that, the next thing you have to do next time, instead of putting it back, get those pieces that you cut out, put them on a manila paper, okay, transfer the pattern and get yourself the basic pattern. So we can do this for anything. We can do this for a bomber jacket. We can do it for a vest, for a t-shirt. We can do it for skinny jeans, slim fit shirts, dresses, coats, okay? So never worry about not knowing how to make a pattern. You can do that. And if you have reached a stage where you're very comfortable, you have learned how to make patterns, and you want to maybe start your own fashion business and you don't know sizing, well, like I said, it's simple, guys. Okay, all you have to do is buy the same outfit but in different sizes. Okay, maybe I'm satisfied. I've taken out many outfits and I've studied them. I've seen how the patterns are formed. Okay, and now I want to start producing my outfits commercially to make some money out of them. I'm not going just to produce maybe medium-sized shirt. Okay, if you like a specific pattern, okay, you can try out different shirts, but if you like a specific one and you're like, wow, this one has a good fitting, okay, it has good reviews, I loved the way it came out, what I will do is go ahead and buy the same shirt but in different sizes. That way I'll have a pattern for small size, medium size, and a large size. But remember, we're not going to copy anyone's design. We just need the basic pattern, and then we can put in our own design details and produce these shirts. So that's one of the ways you can become a self-made fashion designer, because the main block is that we don't know how to make patterns when we've just started. So all you have to do is go online, find that outfit that you want to design. I want to design a bomber jacket. I will buy me a bomber jacket, take it out piece by piece, okay? Transfer the pattern onto manila paper and get myself the pattern, and then I will get going. Okay, the other reason that I have seen as to why people don't pursue their fashion dream is because they cannot afford a machine. You know, these machines are quite expensive. They don't come easy. A sewing machine, a good sewing machine is quite costly. An overlock machine, these machines are expensive and sometimes we cannot afford them. But that shouldn't stop you from starting your design journey. For example, when I started, I didn't even have a sewing machine, but the desire to produce these outfits that I had designed, the desire to bring my designs to life made me to start even without having a sewing machine. What did I do? I got myself a needle and a thread, okay, and I used my hands, okay. So today we're basically talking about starting with whatever you have, okay. I don't have a machine. What will I do? I will use a needle, a thread, and my hands, okay, my God-given hands, and get started, okay. For example, you have your collection, okay, in a box stashed away somewhere. Okay, by collection I mean all the outfits that you have designed. They're precious to you, precious designs to you. You have designed, you have these beautiful sketches, you kept them in a book somewhere, like I said before. In your free time, you just go and look at them and you're like, wow, these are so pretty. I wish I would bring them to life, but I cannot go to school, or I can't afford the machine. Oh my God, but how would they look like? Stop that, okay? Go ahead and begin with what you have. Use a needle and thread. I've actually done that and the outfits have turned out really, really well. Okay, you can actually, did you know you can actually design your first collection using a needle and thread? Did you know that? Okay, of course we're not going to sell them commercially, but it is to get you started, okay? When you make your first outfit with a needle and thread, it will boost you up, okay? You will see that, wow, this is possible, this is doable. You will start learning, start perfecting your gift, okay? Even if you don't have the machine, start perfecting your gift. Maybe you can get a part-time job, okay, and then save up and get yourself the machine at a later time when you can afford it. But the reason why you should start with a needle and thread is that it will help you build your gift. Start preparing. By the time you get the sewing machine, you are years ahead of somebody who was waiting for the perfect situation. So let's say you started by going online, you've designed yourself a nice slim fit shirt, you went online, you got this shirt, took it out piece by piece, you got yourself a beautiful pattern, and then you transferred your designs into this pattern, okay? Now the next thing, if you can't afford a sewing machine, go ahead and design your first collection using a needle and thread. Then you'll never have to wonder, oh my God, what would this look like? Oh my God, I'll be so happy if I bring these designs to life. No, you need to stop that, okay? Go ahead and use, go ahead and stitch, hand stitch, okay? And design your first collection just using a needle and thread. This will boost you, it will encourage you. Maybe it will even encourage you to work harder and save up to buy a machine. Go ahead and do what you can with your hands and you'll be surprised what you get out of it. As long as you stitch it real well, iron it real well, it will look perfect. Okay, so go ahead and buy that material that you like. Buy the jeans, buy the leather, buy the lace. try to make that beautiful outfit the way you designed it, okay? But the only twist is you will use a needle and thread. But the best part is you'll not always wonder what it will look like, okay? You will get the chance to see it in real life, to bring out your design in real life, and what a satisfaction that brings, because that has happened to me. There's a time I actually made my first outfit. I did it using a needle and thread. Okay, it was a beautiful, I remember it was a nice black, close-fitting dress. Like I said, I got the pattern, I bought a pattern, and then I transferred the pattern on a paper, and I designed this beautiful dress, and I used a needle and thread, and you couldn't even tell I had used a needle and thread. There's some ways you can stitch, maybe I will show that to you in a later video, but you can stitch it by hand and it can actually look nice. And then I went ahead and asked my family, I was like, guys, I bought this dress from a nice store, what do you think about it? And they were like, wow, that is cute. And my dad was one of them who was like, that's a very nice dress. How much was it? And then I told him I actually hand stitched it. His eyes got this big and he was like, wow, that's pretty. And yeah, so what I just wanted to encourage you guys is that please don't let the fact that you haven't gone to fashion school or you can't afford a machine stop you from starting your fashion design journey. Like I said, you could always buy an outfit depending on what you have designed, get its pattern. Okay, if you're satisfied with the pattern, go ahead and buy in different sizes, small, medium, large. Okay, put in your own designs, okay, and then go ahead and stitch these outfits. Okay, and if you can afford a machine, go ahead and produce them and start making a lot of noise on social media so that people can see what you are doing, and then you can start sewing little by little. Oh, and before I forget, another way that you can become a self-taught fashion designer is not just by buying an outfit online and taking it out to get a pattern, or just by hand stitching. You can also watch YouTube tutorials. Go ahead and watch YouTube tutorials, okay? For example, you want to learn how to make a jean trouser, okay? You have got the pattern, but there are some things that you cannot just look at a pattern and you're like, okay, he did it this way. Go online and study it bit by bit. What do I mean? Okay, I'm not going to just study the whole jean in one go. No. Go online and look for videos. How to make a front fly, okay, the zipper area. How to sew the pockets, okay. How to sew the seams, the side seams, the center seams, okay. So you can study bit by bit. Study how to make a jean pocket. Study it like 5 times. Study how to make a waistband like 5 times using a video, YouTube video tutorial. Same as a shirt, okay? Go ahead and study, see how other people are doing it. Study it piece by piece. Watch tutorials on how to make a collar, okay? Then practice making a collar about 5-10 times until you perfect the skill. You could stitch it, like I said, or you could practice by hand. Okay, study it like 10 times until you get it perfect. Next, how to attach a sleeve onto a bodice, okay, like the hands. How do I attach them on the bodice? How do I attach a collar? How do I attach a pocket? Study it and study it piece by piece until finally you know how to construct a whole shirt. And this way you'll be able to do anything. Nothing will be able to stop you from pursuing your dream. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you today. And like I said, please don't just draw your amazing designs and keep them in a box or in a book, and then every once in a while you go and open your book and look at them and you're like, oh, what will they look like? When will I bring this to life? Go ahead and start. I've taught you, I've shared with you how I get a pattern. If I haven't gone to school, how I would get the pattern. Okay, I also spoke to you about how you can start without having a sewing machine. Okay, your goal is to start your fashion journey, to perfect your art with what you have. And then you can also study YouTube tutorials. Okay, don't just study how to make something in one go. Okay, study like, how do I make the shirt? Do it many times. Make a collar like 10 times, 15 times until you get it perfect. Study how to make a pocket. Study how to make the sleeve. Study how to make a sleeve placket. Study how to make a cuff. Okay, study it bit by bit until you perfect the skill. And now, after you've made your after you have perfected your skill, you can go ahead and produce these things commercially, buy in different sizes, so that you can go ahead and have maybe small, large, and medium, guys. Okay, and then finally, when it comes to marketing, maybe that will be another video, but mostly what people do is make a lot of noise on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Okay, but you can study this. Go ahead and look for videos of how to market yourself in fashion. But for today, we're just looking at the production bit. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you. I really hope that you have learned something, and I hope you can start today. Just do it. Okay, just do it, even if you suck. I think I saw that online somewhere. Even if you suck, just do it. Practice makes perfect. If I can do something like 100 times, well, guess what? I will become good at it. So yeah, that's it. So go ahead and please give this video a thumbs up if it has helped you in any way. Please share with your friends, with family. Go ahead and share with someone that you know needs this video. And please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I drop a new video. So thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, bye.